What's on your travel bucket list? If you're like most people, the more you travel, the more places you add to your bucket list. Most people have an average bucket list of just 11 places, with the hope of visiting 7 of those locations during their lifetime. No matter how many places are on your bucket list, this ranking will get you dreaming of places near and far. So, hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. One, Bali, Indonesia. So the first place on our list is Bali. Bali, the famed island of the gods, with its varied landscape of hills and mountains, rugged coastlines and sandy beaches, lush rice terraces and barren volcanic hillsides, all providing a picturesque backdrop to its colorful, deeply spiritual and unique culture, stakes a serious claim to be paradise on earth. With world-class surfing and diving, a large number of cultural, historical and archaeological attractions, and an enormous range of accommodations, this is one of the world's most popular island destinations and one which consistently wins travel awards. Bali has something to offer: a very Broadway market of visitors from young backpackers right through to the super-rich. Bali is one of more than 17,000 islands in the Indonesian archipelago and is located just over 2 kilometers, almost 1.5 miles, from the eastern tip of the island of Java and west of the island of Lombok. The island, home to about 4 million people, is approximately 144 kilometers, 90 miles. From east to west and 80 kilometers, 50 miles. North to south. The word paradise is used a lot in Bali, and not without reason. The combination of friendly, hospitable people, a magnificently visual culture infused with spirituality and, not least, spectacular beaches with great surfing and diving have made Bali Indonesia's unrivaled #1 tourist attraction. 80% of international visitors to Indonesia visit Bali and Bali alone. The popularity is not without its flip side. Like many places in the island's south, once paradisiacal Kuta has degenerated into a congested warren of concrete with touts and scammers extracting a living by overcharging tourists. The island's visibility has also drawn the unwanted attention of terrorists in 2002 and 2005, however, Bali has managed to retain its magic. Bali is a wonderful destination with something for everyone, and though heavily traveled, it is still easy to find some peace and quiet if you like. Avoid the south of the island if you want a more traditional and genuine Balinese experience. A consideration is the tourist season, and Bali can get very crowded in August and September and again at Christmas and New Year. Australians also visit during school holidays in early April, late June, and late September, while domestic tourists from elsewhere in Indonesia visit during national holidays. Outside these peak seasons, Bali can be surprisingly quiet, and good discounts on accommodation are often available. The modest dress is expected in Bali. Although bikinis are fine on the beaches and in hotel swimming pools, they are not appropriate while shopping, eating in restaurants. Two, New Orleans. The second place on our list is New Orleans. In New Orleans, you'll find the roots of jazz and a blossoming culture that has been long described as being unlike anything else in the United States. Founded in 1718, it is one of the nation's oldest cities and has an atmosphere rich with a mix of French, Spanish, African American, Caribbean, Irish, Italian, Haitian, German, and Vietnamese, all creating an energy that can be described as something greater than the sum of its parts. Though hit hard by Hurricane Katrina in 2005, the city continues to rebound, and it remains the largest city in Louisiana and one of the top tourist destinations in the United States. New Orleans is known for a host of attributes like its famous Creole food, abundant alcohol, music of many styles, nearby swamps and plantations, 18th and 19th century architecture, antiques, gay pride, streetcars, museums. Nicknamed the Big Easy, New Orleans has long had a reputation as an adult-oriented city. However, the city also offers many attractions for families with children and those interested in culture and the arts. It is a city with a majority Roman Catholic population owing to its European origins. Famous festivals like Mardi Gras and Jazz Fest bring in tourists by the millions, and are the 2 times of the year when one needs to be sure to book well in advance to be sure of a room. The city also hosts numerous smaller festivals and gatherings like the French Quarter Festival, Creole Tomato Festival, Satchmo Summerfest, the Essence Festival hosted by the magazine, Halloween parading and costume balls, St. Patrick's Day and St. Joseph's Day parading, Southern Decadence, and so many more. The city takes almost any occasion for an excuse for a parade, a party, and live music, and in New Orleans most events often have a touch of Mardi Gras year-round. Like they say, New Orleanians are either planning a party, enjoying one, or recovering from one. Party down. 3. Kerry, Ireland. Kerry, in southwest Ireland, is regarded as perhaps the most scenic county in Ireland and is certainly the most renowned for its scenery. It holds most of Ireland's highest mountains, including the highest, Carrauntoohill, its most westerly fringes, and holds a special place in Irish culture. It became a popular tourist attraction in the 19th century and is still very popular today, despite considerable rainfall. In some places the tourist pressure has arguably had a mixed effect, but in general the county is friendly and relaxed as well as beautiful. English is the dominant language in Kerry. However, the county is home to some small Gaeltacht communities, which are Irish-speaking. Despite this, virtually all Gaeltacht residents are bilingual and will have no issue speaking in English to an outsider, so don't panic if you find yourself in the middle of Dingle at some stage. County Kerry is famous throughout the world for its natural beauty, and the Ring of Kerry is the most common tourist route for seeing it. There are relatively few historic sites along the route, though those that are there are worth seeing. Unfortunately, with fame comes the masses, and there are dozens of tour buses that run this route every day. This is good news if you don't have a car or a bike, but bad news if you do. (4) Marrakesh, Morocco. This ancient walled city is home to mosques, palaces, and lush gardens. It's known as the Red City thanks to the color of the brick walls surrounding the city. The Medina is a UNESCO World Heritage Center. Marrakesh, also known as Marrakesh, is one of the imperial cities of Morocco. The name Marrakesh originates from the Amazigh, Berber, words Amour, and Kush, which means land of God. It is the 3rd largest city in Morocco, after Casablanca and Fez, and lies near the foothills of the snow-capped Atlas Mountains. It is a few hours from the foot of the Sahara Desert. Its location and contrasting landscape has made it an enviable destination in Morocco. The city is divided into 2 distinct parts, the Medina, the historical city, and the new European modern district called Gelais or Ville Nouvelle. The Medina is full of intertwining narrow passageways and local shops full of character. In contrast, Gelais plays host to modern restaurants, fast food chains, and big brand stores. Marrakesh has a hot semi-arid climate with the Atlas Mountains protecting it from the Sahara Desert. Temperature-wise, Marrakesh's climate resembles the one found in the interior of Andalusia in southern Spain, but precipitation-wise the city has far less rainfall, averaging around 280 mm, 11 inches, annually. Summers are long and hot with virtually zero rainfall, and temperatures in July are usually well above 35 degrees Celsius 95 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, but cool to around 20 degrees Celsius 68 degrees Fahrenheit during the night. That's why the city really comes alive after sunset. Heat waves hit Marrakesh every year, and some can be so hot that the mercury can climb above 45 degrees Celsius 112 degrees Fahrenheit. Five, Sydney. Sydney is known around the world as one of the greatest and most iconic cities on the planet. Amazing things to do aren't hard to find. The city has gorgeous beaches, great cafes, and world-class entertainment on offer wherever you look. Sydney is known as the Harbour City. It's the largest, oldest, and most cosmopolitan city in Australia, with an enviable reputation as one of the world's most beautiful and livable cities. http://www.sydney.com/ Brimming with history, nature, culture, art, fashion, cuisine, design, Sydney's set next to miles of ocean coastline and sandy surf beaches. Long-term immigration has led to the city's reputation as one of the most culturally and ethnically diverse cities in Australia and the world. The city is also home to the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge, two of the most iconic structures on this planet. Sydney is a major global city and one of the most important cities for finance in the Asia-Pacific. The city is surrounded by nature and national parks, which extend through the suburbs and right to the shores of the harbour. It could be said that the tyranny of distance has shrunk in recent times. Sydney is now only a flight away from some of the fastest-growing and largest economies in the world. This has increased the profile of the city, admired for its clean environment and fantastic weather. The time zone is identical with the majority of the state of New South Wales, GMT+10. The local time zone is AEST, or Australian Eastern Standard Time. The city, as does the rest of the state, observes daylight savings time from October to April each year. During daylight savings time, Sydney is 30 minutes ahead of Adelaide, 1 hour ahead of Brisbane, and 3 hours ahead of Singapore. Sydney became the center of the world's attention in September 2000 when the city hosted the Summer Olympics, officially announced by the IOC chairman at the closing ceremony to be the best games ever. The Olympics saw a major building and renovation program take hold of Sydney, positioning it as one of the great world cities of the 21st century. Sydney continues to attract and host large international events. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. New videos coming soon.